And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You look at Atlanta. So the Houston starting five. Derek Lively is out there with Green. Then it's Green, and it's Cooper in at the 3, the small forward. And for Atlanta, Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Grant, when you talk about these two teams tonight, I think it's fair to expect a barrage of three-point shooting.
Oh, for sure, B.A. That's the usual game plan from both sides. It's going to be raining threes here tonight, and if they're falling, it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
And here is Green. To the inside. And it's hammered home by Green.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Here's Cooper. 6 to shoot over Finney-Smith. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And, you know, the screen wasn't that great, but still he got it done. Excellent concentration on the hard finish.
Young against Green.
And you hope this early foul doesn't dissuade his aggressiveness.
Substitution for the Rockets. Number 20, Terry McCain.
Finney-Smith passes to Okongwu. Back to Finney-Smith. Outside Young. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And 6-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate. And they've swayed the outcome of games.
And both free throws good for Young.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Here's Waters. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Green against Young. Hangs in the air, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Houston shooting their first free throws of the night right here. No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. Here's Daniels. His nightly numbers respectable, putting up 10 points a game. Out to the right wing. It's tipped.
Nice D by Lively there. He can block shots both at the rim and out away from the basket.
Pass to McCain. Back to Green. The 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Daniels passes to Young. It's stolen by Green. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. Here's McCain. Okongwu with the rebound.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Here's Daniels. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Now here's Green. turned in an outstanding game against Milwaukee. It's stolen by Okongwu. And now the Hawks on the break. Here's Finney Smith. That one drops for him.
That is outstanding body control from Finney Smith, charging inside and then able to finish against really tough defense.
And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Houston. Green with a screen on Young. And he's going for the oop here. And it's hammered home by Green.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish, bringing it down with some attitude.
I tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
And Atlanta with possession here. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Our 2K leaderboard highlighting the NBA's assist leaders over the last month. Number 1, Houston.
And over this last stretch, this team has been incredible passing the rock, playing great team basketball.
Atlanta with the ball. 4-point game. Young. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And a look at the stats for Trae Young.
And all of a sudden, his three ball has left him. It's been a rough stretch for him the past 5 games. His percentage from downtown isn't near what it once was, but he's not going to give up. He'll try to get it going here today.
From the top of the key, it's hauled in by Houston.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And there's a 3-second violation.
First in scoring, and they're the best passing team in the NBA. Number 1 in assists this season. That tells you a lot about the leadership and the attitude of this squad. No one player puts himself above the team.
And it's no secret the league is definitely more offensive-oriented nowadays. And they are the best of the bunch in following that trend, leading the league in points per game. And the Hawks making a change here. Kispert's checked in.
Watch how Young outsmarts the defense, going for the pull-up jumper when they're unprepared.
Green with a screen on Young. Green, the pass to Green. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Grant, you think it's too early in the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, B.A., yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams whose fates might already be determined, but we always have a couple of surprise teams that come out of nowhere. That's what makes the season so much fun to watch.
Now, here's Green. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. Fires for 3. Counted from distance. Green's got 7 points.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Inside. Oh, it's blocked by Green. Back comes Houston in transition. And that one's good. Green. He's got 9.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here's Young after the basket by Houston. It's stolen by Green. And here they come. Nice catch and finish on the lob.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard. And they are landing some haymakers now.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Sexton's checked in for Water. Young looking over the floor. Here's Johnson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Pass to McCain. On the wing, Green. Lively with a screen on Young. Here's Green. Another one falls for Houston.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now here's Green. He's got 9.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Kispert, and out of bounds. Houston will have it. Atlanta making some changes. Laravia is checked in for Okongwu. Finney-Smith comes in for Daniels, and it's Bufkin in for Young. Here's McCain. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Lively passes to Green. Rebound Atlanta. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do, much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
And a slam dunk by Lively.
If you're looking for a rim runner, Derek Lively is your guy.
Hawks trail by 16. Outside Finney-Smith. Pass to Johnson. Sinks that one from the post. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Outside Sexton. Now here's Green. Outside for Sexton. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 7 assists in the game.
I mean, Sexton can shoot from anywhere. Strong from beyond the arc.
Here's Bufkin. No points so far. Pass to Johnson. Over Green. The shot by Johnson, no good. The Rockets lead by 17. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And it's Green off the drive. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Johnson against Green. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
And so it's the Houston Rockets sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Young comes in for Finney-Smith. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Green. Derek Lively is out there with Williams. Then it's Lonzo Ball, and it's McCain in at small forward. And now the Hawks on the break. Here's Laravia, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
His energy is unmatched.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Green, the pass to Ball. Williams, a screen on Young. And they double up Ball. To the paint. Here's Lively. Lively. It's good on the putback.
Good move by Lively, putting it back with authority.
Ball against Young. Here's Bufkin. 12 points for him. Shots blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. Atlanta making some changes. Johnson comes in for Kispert. And Daniels is subbed in for Bufkin. Ball against Young. Clock at 6. Back to Johnson. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3-ball to go. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Williams with the screen. The 3 from Ball. Okongwu with the rebound. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Daniels. Still no points. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Dereck Lively. Well, Clark, playing time is so difficult to come by. So what's the best way to stay ready if you're on the end of the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question, B. I never experienced that as a starter in the short career that I had in the NBA. With all the travel, I think you've just got to make a commitment to get in the extra work between the few practices that you have. So it's really being self-motivated as an individual to be professional and anticipate that you're going to be ready if your number's called.
First free throw is good.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Finney-Smith checked in for the Hawks. Here's Dillingham, guarded by Young. Oh, got a piece of it. Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. And some of the best high flyers in the NBA. Some of this year's contenders for the dunk contest.
And when you look at the names on that list, you just know that contest has a chance to be special.
And you look at Green, and I could see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
And there you have it. This year's dunk contest field looks incredible. We'll keep you up to date in the voting.
That is always a highlight of All-Star Weekend. Watching guys just fly through the air. And I enjoy watching all of the guys on that list slam it home.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Trae is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I've worked too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you.
Şengün so effective around the rim. Great play.
Hawks trail by 21. Outside, Finney-Smith. Down low. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Assistant, Dorian Finney-Smith.
Houston has gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. Here's Dillingham, guarded by Young, to the middle. It's stolen by Okongwu. Left side, Young. They swipe it. Pass to Green. It's stolen by Okongwu. To the inside. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Down low. That one's good from Green. And the assist from Dillingham. Green's got 15 points.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And Young has got the ball here for the Hawks. Trailing by 19. They're getting their first look of the season at the Rockets in this one.
And with this matchup being East versus West, this is the first of only 2 meetings between these teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
And Sengun throw it down.
The balance, the focus, Sengun shrugging off the contact in style.
Now Young. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. Pass to Daniels. "15 seconds left to play in the half. 6 on the shot clock. Now Finney-Smith. Green covering. Here's Young. And it's Atlanta scoring again.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Stolen by Young. And so it's Houston up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. We'll be right back.
66.
Some really interesting names here. So many great shooters in the league. That said, I know who I would pick. Shaq?
Shaq Shadama says you've picked the wrong guy, Kenny.
And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the Hawks.
Yeah, their defensive effort.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hawks trail by 19. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. So that's the Hawks 5.
Need to do more than that to keep him from getting the ball in the post.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Houston has gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. Lively with a screen on Young. Here's Green. Pass to Waiters. Fires from deep. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Finney-Smith going inside. Oh, it's blocked by Green. And they get it back. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Young against Green. Pass to Waiters. Shot clock at 6. Green with the ball. Covered by Johnson. Takes the 3. They get it back. Second chance effort. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Teams first. At the line for the Rockets. Green. One shot.
Free throw good. Green. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Daniels passes to Young. Oh, Green with a block. Now here's Green. Defense is right there. Hawks trail by 20. Here's Daniels. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. And he's gone for the lob. Boy, left it right in the sweet spot with the lob. Nicely done.
And Young isn't just a scorer. He also takes pleasure in creating opportunities for others.
Green with a screen on Young. And that one's good. Green's got 20.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Atlanta calls timeout. Since we have a second here, let's see which teams have dominated the offensive glass and second chance opportunities this season. The Rockets, number 1.
This team has just been a menace on the offensive boards. They chase down their shots and work hard to make sure there are no wasted possessions.
Finney Smith passes to Young.
I got yours.
Back to Finney Smith. The kick out to Johnson from the arc. Rebounded by Green.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Yeah, more points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Young against Green. And Young is good for 3. Young's got 9 points.
This is where Young most resembles Steph Curry. Both have range almost out to half court.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Houston making a change here. Ball's checked in. The Rockets lead by 19. And there's a pick. Outside, Green puts up a 3. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Green's got 8 here in this quarter.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Johnson finds Young. Oh, there's the alley. It's stolen by Lively. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Here's McCain. Outside for Green. Over Young. And that one's good. Green's got 10 points in just the second half.
Boy, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Young with it, guarded now by Ball. Ball against Young. Stolen by Ball. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. Jumps up, and Ball throws it down.
Yeah, Ball showing you some nice physicality and strength there. You've got to have confidence in yourself to be able to draw fouls and play through contact like that.
This will be his 3rd free throw of the game.
Lonzo Ball, shooting 1.
And it's been interesting watching Ball find his place in the league. He's done a good job improving his game and focusing on the things he does best.
Here's Young. Atlanta again missing.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
And, guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Boy, that's just some major intensity from Finney Smith there, going up hard and then just fighting for the and one play.
Atlanta making some changes. Kispert's checked in for Daniels, and it's Bufkin in for Trae Young. And Ball will bring it up here for the Rockets. Outside, Green. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got his third assist of the night.
A pass-first point guard, Lonzo Ball, is very consistent at looking to get his teammates involved.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, "We're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see, and your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that."
No doubt, Allie. Thank you. And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
Superb anticipation on that.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Taking a look at the Rockets. We've got Green, also Derek Lively out there, and it's Green in at the point guard position. Atlanta has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Here's Bufkin. Green with the defensive effort. The Rockets have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Outside, Green. And another miss by Houston. Here's Roddy. Sends it home from three-point land.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Houston has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Back to Green. Lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown. Green's got 30 points.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
The Hawks making a switch here. Young's checked in. Back comes Houston in transition. Outside for Green. Pass to Green. Back to Green. Shot on the wing. Yep, count it. Green's got 5 points in the quarter. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
They also excelled defensively tonight, particularly inside. Tons of shots sent back, which was a treat to watch.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Puts it up. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Green's got 34.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Pass to Young. Throws it up high. Rebounded by Green. For Houston, they've gotten 8 of 10 attempts in. Very productive here in the fourth.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Young, the pass to LaRavia. Back to Young. Fires the 3. Waters grabs the miss. Waters got 5 rebounds tonight. On the wing, Green. And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
Here's Young, and there's the drive. Lays it up and banks it in.
The quicks off Trae Young. He gets to the rim at will. Better come with help side defense.
Houston has gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Lively with a screen on Young. And there's the lob, and a slam dunk by Lively.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
And they're just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Alperen Sengun's checked in for the Rockets.
Alperen Sengun.
On defense, the Rockets. Young from long range. He drops it from range. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a three in the first.
Green with a screen on Young. There's the triple. And Green, good for three.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
At the line for two.
The first one falls.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
So, Clark, you think the winner of the NBA Cup should be guaranteed an automatic playoff bid?
Man, that's interesting. I think it could make for a more competitive tournament. So if that would be the outcome, then I would be all for it. But what happens if the tournament winner is the #1 seed at the end of the season? I think you'd have to find alternative incentives to NBA.
Here's Young. That one falls.
Courageous play by Young. I mean, he goes inside and gets past the contact to his shot.
Well, the Rockets shooting the ball with purpose. They're 68% from the field. Pass to Waiters. And here's Sengun. Sengun, a screen on Young. And here's Green from the arc. Another three from Houston.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Green with a screen on Young. And it's hammered home by Green.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Rockets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins for them.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a two-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Another one falls for Atlanta.
Pushing his way past the defense there, Finney-Smith knows how to maintain his composure while under pressure.
Green against Young. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Green against Young. Pass to Green. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Pulls up on the wing. And Young the bucket on the assist by Johnson.
Yeah, he can light up the stat sheet. Young really putting on a clinic.
Assist goes to Jalen Johnson.
Green with the ball. Back to Green. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Aaron, do efficient scoring games like tonight help build your confidence knowing that you can take over when needed?
Sure. I'm just out here trying to be aggressive. I know I can get to my shot when I need to and get people involved. So my teammates did a great job of getting me open, and I just tried to knock the shot down for them.
You definitely found the balance tonight. Thanks, Aaron.
Allie,